the good news about Joe Wilson, the heckler, okay? It turns out ActBlue, which is actblue.com, which raises money for progressives, not just Democrats. It's not the DNC. They don't just blindly give to Democrats. They give to real progressives, okay?
Right, they do.
And if you do something unprogressive, as Sherrod Brown did when he was running for Senate, even though he'd been a Class A progressive before, one of their favorite guys, he went and voted for the Military Commissions Act. They dropped him from the list instantly. No more donations, okay? So ActBlue is a really interesting and in my view, a fantastic vehicle for getting progressive ideas forward in this country. Okay, so ActBlue has raised against Joe Wilson for his opponent, a guy named Miller, Rob Miller, $800,000 over the last 2 days, and they're not done yet. Okay?
That's change we can believe in, and not small change.
That's a lot of money. Now, let me give you some of the stats. In the first 27 hours, they raised $675,000 from 18,000 different donors. In the previous record for 48 hours on ActBlue was when Bachmann came out and said we need to investigate people whether they're American or not. Her opponent, Tinkelberg, had gotten $240,000. So this blew it away. Okay,
it is great.
By leaps and bounds. In 3 hours yesterday, they raised $1,000 a minute for Miller, okay, the opponent of Joe Wilson. Over the last 2 days, for a while, they were raising $7 per second. And it comes from small donors. Average contribution is $36. The median contribution is $25.
That's great.
Now, the reason why I'm so excited about this is not because of the Miller-Wilson race. It's not because I really can't stand Wilson or et cetera, et cetera. It's because this shows that you can create the kind of momentum that Obama had with small donors without Obama.
Good point.
That you could do it for a real progressive agenda without compromise.
That is a great, great point.
Okay, because Obama, by the very fact that he is a national politician running for president, has to do a lot of compromises. It might be some compromises we agree with, some we disagree with, but it's just the nature of the job, right?
Right.
This ActBlue gives to people for doing progressive things, okay? So it doesn't have to involve compromise.
Right.
Now, it just doesn't mean it's unreasonable. Of course, the guy who gets this if Miller wins and he becomes Representative Miller, will he compromise sometimes? Of course. But they're drawing a line. If you compromise too much on core principles, then you don't get the money anymore. It's okay. You can raise money from other places.
Right, absolutely. No, I think it's a great point. And by the way, the ActBlue people, I don't know if as ActBlue or just in terms of their blogs and so on, have been great at pushing people over the public option, too. I think the whole idea, there's this story, the anecdote, which may or may not be true, that when FDR was president, some people came to him pushing for a liberal position, and he ended it by saying, I absolutely agree with you. It's what must be done. Now go out there and force me to do it.
Make me do it.
Make me do it.
And that's what ActBlue is doing for Obama.
Now, I don't know if Obama really believes in this stuff or not, but it doesn't matter. Make him do it.
Make him do it whether he believes it or doesn't believe it. Now, point number 2 on the great news. So, has this affected the polls, though? Will he actually lose the election, right? Now, Miller had run against Wilson last time, and it was pretty close. It was 54-46, right? They just did a poll. Miller's on top, 44-43.
It's great.
I mean, that's basically a statistical tie, right? But Wilson, the heckler, is losing right now in South Carolina. When they asked people specifically, 62% of voters in his district said they disapproved of his actions, and 49% said that they are less likely to vote for Wilson because of it.
Keep shouting, Joe.
Watch more clips at theyoungturks.com.